Hi all, it's Met from Let's Have It Met TV. So as some of you may be aware, we have traded in our MGHS and we have brought the new Omoda 5. Now the Omoda 5 is a brand new car that's just come into the UK. It's made by the Cherry brand. Let me just wait for the old sat-nav to finish there. Yeah, so as I was saying, the Omoda is made by the Cherry brand in China, which is one of China's biggest car manufacturers, been going since 1999. In 2014, I believe, they done a partnership with Jaguar and Land Rover to allow Jaguar and Land Rover cars to be sold in China. So the factory there is a combined factory where all the cars are made. So hopefully, with that in mind, the car's in good hands. And from some of the tech and the spec of the car, I think you can see some of the baby Range Rover in the car. So the first review we're doing is a driving one, as we brought the car in Scotland. My daughter's brought one as well. We was up in Scotland last week. We both test drove it, both loved it, both ordered one and was able to pick one up a week later. We've gone for the all black Noble, which is the higher spec, a bit like the MG. You only get two specs, and you've got the option of loads of different colour paints. You can change your alloys. The standard alloys are these new funky, where it looks like a whole, the whole alloy is one piece. You can't actually see the calipers or your brakes or anything. I'm not a big lover of that. So we went for normal style alloys, and surprisingly you get red calipers, which is a lovely little bonus. So we're doing a little driving review, so I'll flip the camera around so you can have a look at some of the features. I'm not driving, my wife is, so just for safety reasons, you know that. Right, let's flip the camera around. So, as you can see, you've got the lovely double digital screen. Now, if I go in, you can see, you know, it picks up cars in front of you, it even knows that that's a lorry. And then, if I get Emma to indicate when we come off on the junction, but you have to be going a certain speed, you get a 360 camera. Now we're going too fast.
For about 49 miles, continue straight on.
But yeah, so if you're going a certain speed, so say you're going round a corner and you're going to turn left or right, that sat-nav screen will change to 360 camera. So it has cameras all the way around. So you've got like the wing mirrors, front and back, and it's got an overhead view, and it's mad. Even the overhead view is the actual, it's not like a digital screen of what's around you, it's the actual images. So for example, if there was a bit of rubbish on the road, you would see it. It's the camera, the 360 camera is unbelievable. The drive is so smooth. We've got the adaptive cruise control on, and so at the bottom left is your distance from the car in front of you, and so if that car brakes, it brakes. The car speeds up to whatever you've got the speed set to. We've got it set to 65 at the minute. But if you need to brake yourself, you, obviously your brake, but on the steering wheel there, so you've got, there's a reset button at top left. So if you had to brake and you want to go back to 65, just press that, and you don't have to reset your cruise control. So that's really good. I done the first leg from Scotland down to Carlisle, 110 miles, and for a brand new engine we got 38.2 miles to the gallon. Now I don't think that's that bad. We've got a full load in the boot, so we've got a bit of weight in the car as well. So you know, people were a bit concerned about the MPG from what I've read on the reviews, but you know, 38.2 miles to the gallon, done 110 miles for a new engine. I don't think that's bad, and pretty much the same on the NG. You know, that's roughly what we were getting, and as the engine broke in, we'd get up to 40, and then when we'd do runs to Scotland, we were getting 42, 43. So I would imagine we would get the same, hopefully. Fuel tank wise, now I'm only going by what we had before. We had the HS, which was a 55 litre engine. This has got a 51 litre engine, so that's not bad. Now we've got, so when we first filled up in Scotland, it told us we had 320 miles left in the tank, which was quite surprising, but it just didn't go down because we obviously went on to the dual carriageway. We've done 110 miles, and then it still said we had 289. So going by that, maybe you could get about 380 miles out of a full tank. That's now telling us we've got 364 miles left in the tank. So yeah, I think between 350, 380, if you drive quite economically, you might squeeze 400 out of it, or as the engine breaks in, you're going to get a better fuel consumption. So for the actual drive, we are on the A66 now. Anyone knows this road? It's a road that goes from Carlisle over to Scotch Cornish. You're just cutting across. It's a single lane road that breaks into two, so it's a nice little road to give the car a test. That's why we thought we'd do the road test on this road. And is that a sign saying dual carriageway coming up? It is. So we're going to two lanes, so we'll keep the camera focused on the road. So Emma's got the adaptive cruise control set at 56, but you can increase it. So when I went to the steering wheel, you had the reset button. So the reset button and set button is what increases your speed without you having to put your foot on the accelerator. So she's just changed it up to 65. And it just feels so smooth. And if you need to put your foot down, it's definitely got, I mean, we've only got it in eco, and we did obviously have a little test of it in sport mode, and Jesus Christ, we left this Audi for dust. It was an Audi, what was it, Q3? An Audi Q3. It was a bit of a boy racer, and yeah, left him for dust. So yeah, you've got the power there, but if you're going to do that, you can't then start moaning about your MPG. So you know, you've got to balance your expectations. So we just keep this video going for a little bit longer, just so you can see. Now you probably hear little beeps now and again. It's got a little camera just above the steering wheel there. Now that monitors your driving, so if you take your eyes off the road, it tells you off. Now you can turn that off. I'm gonna do another video next week, maybe next weekend, once we get to know a bit more of the functions. There's so much on this car, tech wise. It's going to take us, I mean, I still think we're going to be learning things in a year's time. There's so much on it. I mean, one of the things, the voice activated function is crazy. You know, you can tell it to open your sunroof, and it opens the sunroof. Tell it to open the windows, the boot opens. I mean, you can even tell it to close the boot, which I was quite surprised. I thought you'd have to get out and press the button to do the automatic close, but no, you can tell it and it will open. It's unbelievable. As I say, yeah, we went from the MGHS. We had one of the OG ones, or what I call the OG ones. So one of the first ones that come out with the what people were calling the OG alloys. I believe there was only 1,000 of them ones made, and that's how you can tell it was one of the OGs. And it was a lovely car. We had it for 4.5 years. We had no problems at all. Couple of little minor issues that were fixed straight away, but yeah, lovely car. And we went and viewed the new HS, and we just felt they've taken bits away. You know, like there's no panoramic sunroof, there's no ambient lighting, sequential indicators. Now, these may sound like silly little things, but when you've had it, these are the little comfort things and the little styles that you like. You know, the ambient lighting of a night time is beautiful, and this has got ambient lighting, and can't wait to see it. You know, don't wish the time away, but when it gets dark, we'll see that later. And again, I'll do another review of the nighttime features, because when you see the lights when you turn the car on, it's like they dance. Another little cool feature. You know, these little things I think make big differences. So we're just probably waiting for someone to turn into the petrol garage here. Now, this is the first automatic car we've had, so we're getting used to driving an automatic, and so far it's been really nice. Let's let that car, yeah, or someone pulling in. And when we pulled into Tesco's at Carlisle, it was quite funny because quite a few heads turned, because obviously this is a new car. It's only been in the UK, I believe, a month or so, so it's obviously a new car that no one's seen before, and it did turn a few heads. So that's, you know, if you're turning heads, it's obviously a good looking car. But as I said, I will do a video next weekend of a full walk around, showing you the car, the lights, the inside, some of the settings. I'll go through sort of some of the basic settings, and as before, as we go along, we're all going to learn different hidden features that cars have. I actually found one, and I showed the guy at the dealership, that you can put the windscreen wipers into what they call maintenance mode, so when you want to clean your car. So I'll show you that on the video next week. Yeah, so we've been going 11 minutes. Hopefully this is a good first insight into a little driving review of the car. So say, very comfy. What do you think, Em?
It's lovely.
Yeah. And yesterday when we picked the car up, and my daughter, she had to shoot straight off. She was going to a party, rang us 5-10 minutes after and was like, Dad, this is the best car I've ever had. Now, she's had an Ateca, then she went to a Kia Exceed, then she had an Audi Q2, and now this. So, you know, she's had 3 decent cars. The Ateca and the Kia obviously both had lots of tech on it. The Audi, I mean, considering she had an S-Line, Black Edition, so it had all the tech, but she hated it. So it just shows you that, you know, you can buy these German brands or other cars, and maybe you are just paying for a badge or a name. There was a couple in the dealership yesterday that said they had a Range Rover. Was it a Range Rover? They had a Range Rover, and it spent more time in the garage than they did at home. And after 2 months, they gave it back. But you know, like any car, you know, you do get some. You will get an odd car that's like a mobile phone, TV. You get an odd one that's just not right. It's got a fault on it. But you know, I knew I wasn't afraid to go and buy a Chinese car. And as I've said to anyone about it, where does your mobile phone come from? If you've got an iPhone, it comes from China. Most Android phones made in China. Most of your tech that you buy is all made in China. So don't be afraid to buy one of these cars. So we had the MG for 4.5 years and it was beautiful. So fingers crossed this does the same. We've done, what have we done, 200 odd miles so far. On 250 miles, and it's been lovely so far. So we'll wrap it up there. For all you lot that's watching, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Completely free to subscribe. Completely free to watch YouTube videos. So please like, share, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one on a walk around, and then the one after that we'll do a nighttime one, which I'm looking forward to because the car is a different car of a nighttime. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.